Electrical zones, never heard of them. And that's what this guy who installed this last, look at this. So yeah, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's video, we're installing electric to this kitchen. Let's get into this. Right, we're into the job then. So let's show you the plans then, or at least a little artist impression for now. So this is what the kitchen is going to look like. So we've got a nice little sink unit, oven, and some LED strip, trying to remember what's going in. On this side then, we've got a little hob extractor, and then we've got another angle of that, and then we've got a bank full of cupboards and a little fridge. That's going to be over here. Fridge here. That's that little view there then. There we go. That's what that's going to look like, which is going to look pretty sick. And then we've got this one here then. So that's what that's going to look like on that wall then. Now you might be wondering, how do you do this, James? How do you get these appliances working? Some downlights going in that I've got to mention, and how are you going to get the LED strip working under the cabinet? I'm going to show you. So, obviously there's existing stuff, so we're going to look at that first then. So see what's existing, see what's going to clash with the new kitchen layout, see if we need to move anything. But all this is just old rubbish. Yeah, I've never heard of electrical zones. Look at that, that is shocking. So just straight on a diagonal, and then this one appears here, goes on a diagonal. You see it again, and it just goes all the way to the fuse box in the corner. So that's not ideal. So what we're going to do then is rip all the old stuff out. We've got another little up and diagonal again going over here. So all this we're going to rip out. I'm going to bring it back to the ring, and then what we'll do is extend the ring. So obviously it'll come from the fuse board, pick up some sockets, come up here, down there, pick up some more sockets and come back to the fuse board. So what we're going to do then is just chop here, chop there, extend one, so there's new sockets, and then connect back, and then we've extended the ring. As easy as that then. So where should we start then? Should we start with disconnecting all this rubbish? Yeah, let's do that. Right, I've killed power to this then, so that's deado. They've just banged a random 2.5 cable into there, lovely. Pretty sure it went like a 40 amps, that's not good. It's going to cause some fires. Get that lobbed out. Obviously we'll have to get a bigger driver, get these boxes taken out, and then obviously all that will get plastered up. It'll look nice and nice. And then the power, we can't chop that now because it's still on, so we'll have to get the testers out, get them in there, find the right circuit, knock it off, and then chop it. And then we've got 2 cables to extend the ring on. Right, there we go. Let's test this little baby. So bang it in there. It's the easiest way is the big earth lug, and then they're not quite GS38 these, are they? Because the leads are well exposed yet. We're in. Right. So that's a little trick then. Or you could get a plug-in tester, but it'll be quicker for me just to do that whilst it was in my hand. There we go. So we need to check this as a ring. So what we don't want to do is extend that ring, and really it's just, you've got your circle of a ring and then they've just come off. And that's what this is, coming off and then off again, like this. And it's just like a spur for spur for spur, we'll call it. So you would see 2 cables at one point and you might think it's a ring, but it's not. So you've got to check that. So what we'll do then, we can, well, I can strap it now because that should be dead. So we'll chop that there, get them strips, check it's a ring with the tester. If it is a ring, we can extend onto it. So if we're hitting like 1 ohm-ish, then we've got to be careful, because when you do your ring test, basically if you add to it, it's going to go over the 1.09 when you add your ZE on. So you've got to be careful of that. So if we're hitting around about 0.65-ish, we should be good to extend like an extra few meters without putting too much resistance on it. Yeah, because we'd have to downgrade the breaker then, because on a 32 you can only have 1.09. Maths, quick maths. Hopefully this doesn't blow up. I gave it a tug then, it did move, so I was pretty sure that is what we're playing with. Oh, let's get down behind this pipe then. At the moment it just comes up out of the ball. We'll give him a strip. So I'm going to do 3 fingers, which is a nice amount of cable to put into a box. Oh, look at that. Woo! Old cable goes really stiff. So, can be hard to strip. But there we go, 3 fingers there. Get 3 fingers on the next one. So you can chop down the middle of it, pull the earth, and that strips it as well. Oh, there we go. Oh, little trusty CK snips. But yeah, the actual cable itself degrades and then sticks the outer sheath in. Sticks to the inner cores, and then it becomes harder to strip. Well, that's ready to go then, so we'll get the tester out. We'll test if it's a ring and see if we've got some good readings that we can extend onto. Now I'm going to get the tester out now. But yeah, look at this. I've got a brand new van vault for this van, so I'm super happy with that. So there's just like little bits of piddly cable there, which you don't really need. Well, which are not much value. And then got the tester in here. There's the level. Okay, that's brilliant. That's like bolted to the actual van itself, so you can't really break into it. It's got a lock there, lock the other side. Once that's in, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, just a few cable drums and we can finally get this actual shelving unit built. So it's going to be the same shelving unit put on here, and this is going to get boxed in with a bit of ply with the shelving unit there, so it should have loads of room for everything you need. So whoever gets this van is going to be well happy with that. So yeah, we are recruiting again then, so trying to find a new lad who can come on board then, similar to Brian then, so someone with a bit of experience who can just jump on, just get given some job sheet on like a little app on the phone and just do the jobs and do it well, go home. That's what we want. So if you know anyone in the York area ideally, but if not Yorkshire, who wants a job with me, then hit me up on Instagram and I'll do an interview. Right, so let's check this is a ring then. So it goes from here all the way around. Obviously the two are connecting the fuse board, so we're going to make sure it goes all the way around and back, and it is a ring. So let's continue it here. So we've nulled his leads already. 0.36. Now we should be getting this similar on neutral because it's the same size conductor. So it's a 2.5 cable. 0.39. So yeah, if it's within 0.05, it's pretty good to be fair. If you got like 0.1 difference, then there's probably a loose connection somewhere. But yeah, not having like 0.0, well, what's that? 3 or something. 0.03 is acceptable. And then super low 0.09. So must have some parallel pass to earth here, because that should be, if it was 0.6 whatever, that should be like near a 1 ohm. But yeah, that's perfect to add on to. Perfect, Sergey. So then, that's all good. That's disconnected. We'll get them boxes out. This is now disconnected because we've chopped it there. Comes in there. So that's on now, and that. So that's this wall done. Don't see anything else that's... Well, I'll have to really mess about with that because we've got a few cables touching pipes, so they'll just go all crispy over time. What else we got? This. That looks like an addition, doesn't it? I'll give you a little bit of a pull. There we go. That's gone now. That's gone as well. What a mess. Right, again, look, spur. There's 3 in there, if you look. So this is your ring, they've spurred off again. That's not good, is it? What else we got? So really, I think this whole kitchen, potentially, see those going down there, I think everything's spurred off here. So I think that they've originally extended the ring from here when they had the kitchen done. So it might be better actually getting access to that. The cables going under will ditch off. So we can't leave that like that because there'll be screw terminals, and then once the kitchen goes in, those screw terminals won't be accessible. So obviously it's a maintained joint, you need to be able to get access to it. And that's not very good. So let's have a look then. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I might have to do a bit of digging. I can't do it on camera because it'll be a very long video. Now we've had an invader from a Viking.
Hello!
Yeah, so we've got Tom from Best Gas and Heating. There he is. Take out this massive heating system. What do you think of it? Without swearing.
Fun.
You said something else there, didn't you?
You what, sorry?
Let's have your beds and boots song.
Beds and boots?
That song you've been singing.
Beds and boots?
I'm sure it's called Benson.
Oh,
Boots.
please don't take.
We've been singing that, whacking that big box. Gotta take all this out somehow. And again.
Right.
Go on, let's see it, let's see it.
I don't do the worm, I do the slug because I'm fat.
Yeah, he's talking about if he was a hype man at a gig. Right then, sockets are marked out, so got one there, got the laser out. Got two there, I let my laser out, and the little thing where you twist the side and it like concertinas up's gone. So I'm gonna try and do a what do you want to call it? An amnesty. Who's got it? And then so I've got one socket there, 2 and 3. So let's get them chops out. So one's gonna be multi-tool if you listen. Hollow. And then one's gonna be two's gonna be breeze, look. Solid wall. Obviously solid wall. Let's chop it away. He's got a little piece out.
Yay!
Oh, there's a massive void up there. He's going to try and get this out. There's a fridge going here. Look at that, perfect. None of this angled back box going on. Perfectly flat. So we'll add that up to the laser level, get him fixed. Job's a good one. Little chest down, extend the ring. There we go, we've got a beautiful box chest out fixed. So what we do then is knock the back box out, and then you've got all these fixing options. So obviously that's knackered, that's knackered, that's knackered. So it's the best way, and you've got loads of play then to get it perfect. So you can literally move it like this with the washers on. And when you fix it, it's super tight. So that chase is in then, so there's new cabling, they'll come up there, we'll extend the ring from there, we'll have to put a box on behind cabinet. Way goes, permanent connection, there we go, a non-maintained connection. And then, socket here then, so we'll have to do another chase down here, get that wired up, so we'll have to find some, we'll probably extend that ring to be fair, under again, pick up this and whatever, and come back under. Because there's also a socket in the back of this cupboard for the dishwasher, so all we'll do is just bring it up, leave a meter out and back, cap it off, and then that'll come into the back of the cupboard for the second fix. And Tom's finished singing, I think. Look at this, he's still wrestling with it. Hey, Goliath is down. See, just leave the electrician's touch. You're there chopping little pieces off, like Jenga.
Yeah, Jim's managed to pull it out.
We give it a good oink and it come down.
Terrible.
That saved him about 2 hours, didn't it? Tomato you.
Me.
Oh, my heels. Oh. Tomato broken foot. No Achilles. Right then, time for a bit of munch. So we've got like sockets wired up. So what we're going to do then, we'll probably run in a new ring for this then, because oven's only like 3 kilowatts. So we'll have oven, mic, and so we'll have that as a ring. Bag a socket in top, and they'll just both plug in. If it's more than 3 kilowatt, you'd have to have like a 20 amp fade there, and with a 20 amp isolator. But yeah, that's going to go down. We'll pick up this socket, pick up that, and then back to the board. So that'll have its own circuit, just so we don't overload it. And then this side, we'll extend ring and pick up socket. What else? And that's it. We're just got to pick up that one socket then, haven't we? So obviously 45 amp circuit, we'll do the extractor as well then, so there'll be a socket back over here. Lovely! Let's see what we get up to. So we're in Wharfdale, Daly and Wharfdale. It's all fancy shops, so they're all going to be like £10 for like a sausage roll
Too
or something.
expensive.
Too expensive, too expensive. Here we are in the heart of Daly and Wharfdale, and we've just hunted a ham, cheese and bean panini. Toasty. Let's see how it does. Look at that, we've got the eco-friendly packaging, we've got the eco-friendly foil. We've got the foil, keep it nice and warm. Look at that. That looks like some quality cheese there. So that and a can of Coke were pretty much £6 or something. It's a bit much. However, for 2 slices of bread, let's see if it's any good.
Ah.
Hot. Oh. Not bad, you know. It's good cheese. They're not like got some cheap past stuff. Right, yeah. Perfectly toasted. So it's not like you paid loads of money and it's just rubbish. Like when coffee shops do lattes for like 3-4 quid and it's like the coffee machine that just tastes of water. Not bad, I give it that bit of crunch to it. For a cheese toasty, that's a good 9 out of 10. That quality. Okay, this. Been working out of 2 vans, no broom, so I had to go out and buy this hello beast. Look at this. And what Tom doesn't know is I've got him a little. He didn't have one either, so I've got him a little present. It's a teeny tiny shovel and a little hand brush. See what he says. Look at this. This is Tom's bucket.
Hey.
You sure you didn't give me your last flowers out of that? For Valentine's Day.
Oh, big flowers.
Look at this, Tom, I've got you a present. Look at that, I'll do you.
Of course the electrician's not using it.
And a teeny tiny shovel. Look at that. Don't get sweeping with your little shovel. Oh no. Can I have a go with your shovel, mate?
Go on.
That's for picking up like dog turds, isn't it? Beautiful. That's basically what you're doing with, isn't it, that one?
That, yeah.
It's more like it, nice, neat and sweet, so we can now add to it now. So, what we're going to do then, I'm going to take some new cables here, so 225s, we'll get them in there, stripped, ready to go in, we'll bang them in, away go, and just ready to land into that breaker. So it'll go into the neutral block or the line, and it'll come out. I'm going to pick up, so it's going to come along up to this, so we'll bring the cable up to about here, chop it, coil them up, and then the next one will come down, come out for this appliance, come back in, and then along up to the oven, because we've got to pick up this that way, so socket in the back of there, so we'll leave a cable maybe 2 meters, so 1, 2, maybe 3 meters, coiled up, and then a cable 3 meters again, back to the board, and then that'll be this side done. So that'll just kind of like split the load then, so we're not going to overload it when we use appliances on this side. So to be fair, it's only the extractor fan really, but there we go. So and then this side then, we'll extend ring from here. We'll have to put a box on that then, extend it up to this socket and back, and that's it really. Once the extractor will plug in there, jobs are good. And after that then, I'm going to move on to the lighting then. I know we're going to be making a lot more mess. I'm also going to move that. Move. It's the end of the bank lands here. So what we're going to do is get underneath then, have that popping out the floor here, because this is where a big banker unit is going to sit, about 600 out, something like that then. So if we just leave them out there, that'll get brought into the cupboard afterwards. There's going to be a little socket and then the fridge you can then plug in there. So nice and easy. What else we got then? Little light ramp corner then. A radiator's going here, so we've got to see where these cables come from and bring them out here. So nice and easy. And then we've got 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are going to have to line up with the 2 in there and 1 in the middle. And then we're going to put an extra 2 there and then 2 for this bottom section, which should be nice and bright. And then some LED strip then. So we'll have to wire from LED strip for this side, this cabinet here, and then we'll have to wire it back to the switch and get a feed here. So and that'll be this job done really. So let's crack on then. You say Santa normally comes down the chimney.
And it doesn't get stuck.
Leprechaun claws comes up.
Whichever way you've got best grip.
Right, you want to spin anti-clockwise? Hello. Yeah, so we're trying to take this pipe off. Tom's struggling. I'm now a plumber. This is a great camera angle for you, Tom. Here we go, James Bond moment. We've got the lasers out. There we go. So that's pinks through there. So we had to readjust just because it looked too close to this cabinet. But basically, we want this line of downlights to ping all the way through. It looks a bit naff when it looked too far away this side. If we come that way, but then it looks too close because the cupboards come out to here. So it was there originally, which was a bit too close. I think that's as far away as possible we can get it and still look right in this room. We'll get those drilled out then. Hopefully they're not going to land on a piece of wood. If it lands on the wood, we'll have to move it over annoyingly. So yeah, sometimes you can't get it perfect if the wood does not align. So, but hopefully, well, you can see there, it'll land in a space and then I've just marked on the wall where the joist should be every 400, but some are 400, some are normally bigger, smaller, but they should be the same distance all the way through. But in houses, it's never like that, is it? So, and then once we drill these out, we'll have to wire between them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to do here, and we'll pick up that 7th. So we'll have to leave like a little loop here, like a little loop of wire, get that measurement, and then drill that after. That's perfectly 750 between that 1500. So that will land perfect, but it's in the middle of the wall. So that's that, and then what else we got? Light switch. So there'll be a 2-gang here. So one will ping on these 7, and then one will do the LED strip. So LED strips there and there. And then we've got another light switch we have to bring in. So we can actually come wire through here, which is nice, and drop it down the wall. So, but that'll just be a 1-gang for these 4 here, and that'll be the lighting done. Apart from this one around the corner, which I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Hooray, no wood. That's what we want. How much wood would a wood chopper chop? If a wood chopper would chop wood. So they're all cut out wonderfully. We haven't hit any joists. It's all gone swimmingly. So now what we're going to do then is get these cables through then. So we're going to basically loop in and out with your cable, which leave basically fingertip to elbow is what I do. And that's a perfect length. And then when you do your downlight, shove that up, you've got plenty to play with. So I'll have to come from here, pick up this one, pick up that one, pick up that one, pick up that one. They should be nice and bright. So nothing more than like a 1.5 meters between. You basically lose. It gets dark spots essentially, but that should be nice and bright. Definitely when you've got your cabinet lights coming from here and coming from here, it should be really nice. This side's the wall essentially, so that's going to extend all the way through to here. So that's like this, and then these down lights, including picking up that one, we'll have to just leave a loop there. In fact, it's end of line in it, so just leave get coiled up. We'll have to take a measurement off something to get that one. And then we're going to wire from these down to the switch. But yeah, it's looking good. So I'm going to somehow try and get up this boxing section into here somehow. So that should be fun. But essentially, there's a joist every 400. We're just going to put a big line down middle and just come through the joists. And then we can wire in and out of that hole to all the points and back to your switch. I'm all alone again. No one here beside me. Right, we're back again. It's a new day, new Della. I thought I could get it rattled off, but it got to 7. And yeah, I couldn't do it. So I've got all these wired in. So these are all wired in and out. So we've had to come through here. This is a flat roof. Give it a look. That's your flat roof. There's no way of getting the cable in. So I've had to just come through the ceiling up into here then. And then got it to this. It's the only way we could do it. So obviously it comes in and out, and then we've got a little loop here. This is a little loop, so we've got the measurement for there, and then we're going to cut that out later and get a downlight which will come on with these. And we're just going to get a cable from here then down the stud work, and then I've made a little rope through the back here, which should pop out here. There's a little switch over there, little metal back box. Get a switch on there, get a feed in, cable out to these lights, jobs are good in. And then next thing then, there'll be a cable out here to these LED strip. So I'll have to come through this route, through here, and down this wall somehow. So to be fair, I'll probably snip it in here, and straight, tack it down wall. It's a stud wall this one, and pop it out. So you can see where all the cupboards were, it'll be a similar height to be fair. And then we're going to get a cable up over to this side, so that should be interesting again. We'll have to make some holes towards the edge to get it dipped down. We'll have to chase it in, and I'll be popping it out above this cupboard section. There we go. Right then, so we've got these Luxna Pro downlights. So they're quite good these. It's not like a sponsored ad or anything, but little wiring box if you want to call it, and then these just plug in at the end. So I'm not sure about the ceiling. Basically, I don't know if it's going to overboard it, because it's this kind of like textured ceiling. So if they do overboard it, we've got the measurements, and they can just unplug them and shove them up. But they're going to want to see, so I don't know, I can't get in touch with plasterers. These are great. So to wire these up then, just going to strip them, so it's 2 fingers like that, a little press, pull, and that should get rid of that. A little pull again, That's one, press, 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 pull, little pull again. And then let's go wire it up then. So it's just live, earth, neutral. So if you kind of bend your cable down and then out of it, you end up with like a little trident. You see the little trident? And that should just push in if you line it up nicely. In there. That's one side done. And then same again. We're going to go for a bigger trident this time. If you can see, a little bigger trident. And just, I'll try and get a better angle. Pushing it in. So I'm going to push to the left to get that neutral definitely in. You can see the light popping out. I'm just pushing to the right to make sure that's fully gone in. And that's fully in. So what we're going to do then, these just close up, nice and easy. It should be side by side. And then it closes up like that. And then you just get this part. Click him in. And then you've got a 7 watt and a 5 watt on that. And you can pick the colour temperature. So you have 2700, which is really warm white. 3000, which is warm, and then you got 4000, which is cool, and then daylights is 6000. And these just tuck up nicely up there. Pop your little wings to the side. Our job is a good one. If I can get him up there. Look at that, beautiful. So that's that downlighting. If I can get him to stay, there we go. That's what it looks like. So that's the Luxna lighting Pro. I thought I'd try them out, and they're not too bad to be fair. I thought these were white only, but they're not. So this does actually detach, as I've just found out. So you've got to get different bezel fronts. So just do that little spin and it's on. Look at that. Not too bad, not too bad. So tell me in the comments below, do you like Luxna or CONNET? All different downlights. So there were Collingwood, there were some JCC ones. So let me know your favourite downlight below, that'd be great, thank you. Yeah, straight to the jungle. Watch out for that plank. So, we're getting these lights wired. These are all wired up now. We've got to just rejig, find a permanent feed, bring it down to here, and the neutral. So we've got feed in, feed out to your next switch. So it'll take the permanent live and neutral, and obviously it'll come into your switch and then come out to the next one. And then obviously when you flick your switch, it'll run through, and the cable that will come live will obviously go to the circuit you're working on. And then the neutral just sits there and makes it work, and your earth makes it safe so it doesn't blow up if there's ever well, it does blow up if there's ever an issue, but it stops you getting electrocuted if there's an issue. So let's get these in then. So let's have a look. Should we bring up feeds in one side then? So that'll go in there, that'll go in there. Can we get him in? So I don't normally film these bits because they're a bit awkward. Then once you get your switch on, all you'll see is that teeny tiny little piece sticking out. So we'll try and hide it as much as possible. Don't know why I'm concerned about this, and there's a full water patch. Lovely, box is in, so we'll get this stripped now then, and we'll show you how it's wired. And that's your cable stripped. So now we're just going to offer these up to the back box, at corner like that, and chop where it's going to go. There we go. So we sleeve them up, get those in. And that's the earths in, neutrals next in a connector block. And that's your neutrals in, lovely. There we go then, that's all wired. So if you have a look then, that's your feeds come in. I've written a little F on them for feeds, alpha light. But there we go. So obviously the feeds come in and out, so that's your light, permanent light come in, permanent light going off over to there. Neutral in and out, neutral to the light. And then this is your cable going off to these lights. So there we go. So that can just tuck up nicely. So I like to do like some little swooshy moves. Make sure your cores are in the middle and doesn't kind of branch out towards the edges, because when you put your screw in, you might go through the line cable and it goes bang. Hey! There it is. Yeah, they're all working. That's good. So got that perfectly in there, so equal size, but obviously we have to chop in to the beading to get that working, but obviously plaster will come and patch those holes. That'll be nice and bright, and yeah, look at that. We're one down, so I'll have to do that later, but oh well. Look at this one. That's those 4 on. Beautiful. That's the lighting done then. We got this moved earlier. Lovely. So look at that, it went here and it just went and ended up there. So now it's in zone, thankfully. These are on. Nice, nice. And then we just got this one, we did this one earlier as well. That's been extended. Little downlight, obviously it joints would bang it middle, so we've got it far over as we can. So yeah, that's the lighting sorted then. So we've got this monstrosity to take out. So we'll have to reroute it then through the actual stud work, like we've done there. But yeah, I don't know what half of this does. There's a random switch that's off. So it's a bit customer really. So if she's always had it off and she's never noticed it, we might just ditch it out. It'll be like an old immersion thing probably. But yeah, and then we've just got to disconnect this from underneath. So under we go, and we'll ditch that off, and then that'll be this job done. And we're done. Look at that. It's super bright in here. We've got this little socket in down there. All this mess is gone. Goodbye. So there's still the downlight to do. Downlight to get cut out when they come back. So then got loads to do on the lighting. LED strip. So that's for there on there. Got Tom leaning sideways.
Hello.
Hello. We've got a big coil here, so hopefully Tom doesn't wreck all my cables. That's long enough to go up into the back of the cupboard to power those two appliances up. And then we've got cable down here, so hopefully Tom doesn't tug on it thinking it's a bit of scrap. Yeah, there we go. That's all the appliances in. So we'll be back. Well, it won't be me actually, I'll be on holiday. So the first, I go out 14th and this is when it's due to get done. So we'll see how Brian gets on with it. Hopefully he'll put some pictures in. But yeah, that's just how we do it then. This is how we get the lighting in, how we get the power in for a kitchen. And yes, we've had the INVADER, so.
Hello.
Right, so if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when the next upload. As always, I'm going for me and the INVADER, Thomas, and we'll see you on the next one.
Shitty.
Shitty. Look at this little romantic dinner. There you go, mate.
Candle there as well.
Candle lit, little tie.